Hello, my name is Mrs. Melanin,
And I'm Beleaf Mel.
and we're here with episode 125, multiple of 5.
Come on. Let's
How
start
married
over.
are
Goodness, please.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Melanin,
And I'm Beleaf Mel.
and we are here with episode 125 of How Married Are You?
My name Beleaf, this is Yvette, and we've been married 12 years. Live in California. We got 4 kids. Relationships are scary, and it's very necessary that we share our love, our struggles, and we ask
How married are you?
Every week on a Thursday, shawty. If you're listening, you're in the wedding party. It's okay if you want to put your hands up. You got the questions, we got the answers.
It's chocolate baby story time.
Hey, yo, chocolate baby story time.
It's chocolate baby story time.
1, 2, 3, and
I feel like we should get a round of applause, y'all. Everybody in the comment section be talking about us in our intro, and I think we nailed it that time.
you think we nailed it?
I think we nailed it. Did you say every week on a Thursday?
I said every week on a Thursday.
Yeah, and I did all the things I needed to do.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we should get a round of applause for doing what we're supposed to do.
All right, babe. I got a chocolate baby story time. Do you got a chocolate baby story time?
Yep, go ahead.
All right.
Go.
You go first.
No, you go first.
I was trying to decide what I want to do. I guess I'll just go with this one. All right. So my kids, like, I just want to, this video is not sponsored. This podcast is not sponsored by this company. But if you have young children, actually like Uzi's 3. But if you have young children, I highly recommend the program Let's Play Music. Back in the day, Theo was taking guitar lessons and Glen was like, whatever about me, like taking him out of guitar lessons to put him into Let's Play Music. But I think that Glen would advocate for the Let's Play Music program now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. That was not convincing. I need you to like be enthusiastic because I'm really trying to sell this here.
I think it's good.
Yeah. So anyways, it's a music program that teaches kids from a foundation, like from a young age, the foundations and like theory behind music or whatever. And yeah, our oldest kids, Theo and Raya, are now like playing the piano. Like they can play the piano. And Raya, he has an ear. Theo is really good at reading the music. Like they're doing a great job. And Anaya's on year 2. The boys are in year 5. And Uzziah
Just
started today, year 1.
Did you go to class with them?
I went to class. I'm going to go every time.
Wow.
It's with the young kids. It's the parents go every week.
Was it complete
And
chaos?
I failed. It was not complete chaos, but for some reason in my mind I said 9:30, but it started at 9:15. So
Ooh.
we were 15 minutes late, and it wasn't because we weren't there. We were sitting outside in the car, and I was like, "Why are all these people going?" Anywho, Uzi was so cute.
Yeah.
I absolutely love him. I refuse to allow him to grow up. I think it's ridiculous that they have to do that. And it was the most adorable thing. Now I was a little scared. They gave the kids like these red stick things. They look like ninja sticks or whatever. But one of them is a plain one, and the other one has rivets in it, so you can like rub it against each other to make noises or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Uzi had that, and he did all right.
You didn't hit nobody with it?
He hit himself.
Oh.
And was like, tap lightly on your head, and he just
Yes.
Oh my gosh, why would you tell a kid to do that?
Yeah.
Anywho, it was so adorable. And then like there was one part where we had to go around the class and like stomp and do all types of things. And for some reason, Uzi was embarrassed. Like once it was time to get up, he was embarrassed. But Uzi reminds me of Anaya when she first started Let's Play Music because he's loud. He think he can sing.
Okay.
Like, so he's just, let's play music.
Yeah.
He's just loud.
Yeah.
It was so adorable though. I am excited for him to start. So now all of our 4 kids have been through or are going through the program.
Yeah, that's dope. I just want to talk about a recital that I missed from last summer. I was out of town and I missed the kids' first recital.
It was
Shame.
not, babe. You were at their first recital.
The second recital. But can we just talk about the name of Raya's song? It was so sad.
Is this your chocolate baby story time?
Yeah, it's my chocolate baby story time. It was so sad. The name of the song was so. It was called "No Toys on Christmas." Isn't that so sad? And he like played the piano, and I'm like, what is this speaking about our parenting?
He didn't get any toys for Christmas last year.
Oh, is that what happened?
Well, we got him a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe other people, grandparents.
You think he's feeling that? He's feeling some type of way about all that?
No, I think he just wanted to play a sad song, and that was the title that he came up with.
Oh, okay.
Because he was really adamant when he was, or what is it called? When they like write their song, what's it called?
Oh yeah, I don't know. But yeah, but he's been playing by ear. He's been just coming up to the piano, writing his own songs. It's been really cool to see him kind of blossom in that way. And because I think he's been comparing himself a lot to Theo, and like watching him like excel in something that's just kind of his, it's really dope to me. You know, it's been really cool. All right, let's hop into this topic today. What we got, babe?
We don't got a topic, y'all. We thought it would be fun since Kevin Melissa gave us some cards to just randomly select cards and answer the questions.
Okay.
Let's generate some conversation.
So our friends Kevin Melissa Fredericks have a book coming out called Marriage Be Hard. The cover is incredible. They will be on the podcast next week.
Yes.
And so we just kind of want to, you know, ask some of these questions to see if we can get some good conversation out of it. Let's see where we go. All right, babe.
This first one that popped up was, what strengths do we each bring to our relationship? Why you say
What do I bring? What strength do I bring to our relationship? It's going to sound offensive, but I feel like it is his strength. Okay? Patience. I feel like not just into our marriage relationship, into our family. Like, I didn't realize I was patient, or I could be this patient. You don't think I'm patient?
Elaborate. Like, what does your patience, how does your patience benefit our family? Why didn't you like it right there?
Well, I don't know. I just feel like it's something that I bring, a strength that I bring.
Well, if you bring the strength, then we need to know how we benefit from the strength.
Well, like, it's kind of like, it doesn't make sense for me to say, like, see right there, I could have freaked out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like, it's one of them things that just kind of like, man, and I think you do too.
What?
I think you have a lot of patience.
Oh my gosh, I have a lot of patience.
Yeah. It's been like crazy now. Like, it's so much patience.
I don't know what my strength is. What strength do I bring? I bring adventure. Is that a strength?
Yeah.
Is that a strength? I don't know if that's a strength. But
spontaneity.
Spontaneity. I bring spontaneity to our home, because if it weren't for me, y'all would just be sitting on the couch every day, all day. I'm just kidding.
You know, I wouldn't sit on the couch.
Yeah, I think you would do a little bit.
I'd be in the bed. In the bed, in the tub, in the shower, just rotating.
You know what? Today I had a thought. I was like, am I depressed? Because that's all I want to do. Is just lay in the bed.
You might just be tired.
Maybe I am. But I just came back from a whole weekend by myself.
Yeah, but you weren't by yourself.
I know.
You were doing a lot. You were moving a lot.
Yeah.
And so we don't really know what rest is.
We don't.
No.
I want to learn.
Okay.
What has your journey with intimacy been like? How has it evolved since our relationship?
What has your journey with intimacy been like? I feel like that's a you question.
Well, what has your journey with intimacy been like?
I love the teamwork aspect of intimacy. Now, if you want me to explain, I can, but I don't think you want me to.
But is that what you like about? Is that your answer to how has it evolved since our relationship? The teamwork aspect.
Yeah, because it was kind of like it was happening to you. Mm-hmm. Now we're both co-laboring. We are collaborating.
Okay.
You
know what? Let's move on. How?
No, you have to answer that question.
What? My intimacy journey, like, I don't know if that question is meant for inside my marriage. I'm assuming it is, but I think.
Well, who else have you been intimate with?
Nobody, baby.
I tell you, man, if you come up pregnant, man, this vasectomy.
Oh my gosh! After this weekend, so I was away for the weekend, y'all. I've been doing a really good job about meal prepping or eating a trifecta meal while I'm home, right? But this weekend, I was in a hotel room, and so, I'm eating out every time, every meal. I'm eating out. When I came back, I was so bloated that I was like, what if I'm pregnant? Because that could be really bad.
Yeah, it'd be really bad.
Because I was like, if I'm pregnant, it's definitely Glen's, but he's going to be asking me for a paternity test and all the things.
100%.
And I'm going to be upset about it.
But you understand why.
I would understand why, but at the same time, I wouldn't understand why. Because it's like, fool, I'm not having sex with nobody else.
But that's the thing is, like, you just never know, though. You know what I'm saying? So if you told me, like, right now you're pregnant, the first thing I would say is what?
Who's the daddy?
No. I would say congratulations.
Can't stand them.
That is congratulations.
Oh my goodness.
Because that's what you're supposed to say.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's the politically correct answer.
And then I would ponder. Okay. 7 times 4. Period menstruating. Ovulation. Carry the 2. Square root of my nuts.
My God.
I would have to do some like real calculation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anywho,
so what was your answer?
my thing, well, let me just bring that whole full circle. I was so bloated that I thought I was pregnant because I was like, there's no way this could just be bloatedness. But when you start eating right and then you start eating bad again, it does things to your body. Yeah, Anywho.
You just got a gluten allergy.
I know the other day I said, hey, can I get a gluten-free crust? And she was like, is that a preference or an allergy? And I was like, it's an allergy, fool. Mm-hmm. But I used to be one of the ones that was like, gluten-free. Yeah. But it's a real thing. Mm-hmm. Anywho, what has your journey with intimacy been like? It has been like, it started out when we first got married that I thought it was something that I did obligatory to you. That I was just supposed to show up and you were supposed to be the one that received pleasure. And it wasn't until 7 years into our marriage that I realized, oh shoot, I can receive pleasure.
Yeah. And it wasn't my fault because I always wanted you to receive pleasure.
You did. And you have always been very into that. It has evolved in that now we both enjoy intimacy.
Yeah, that's actually it's like a good story, but it's sad.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
Yeah. Because you can imagine all the like amazing sex we could have been having this entire time.
Yeah.
You laughed it off like it wasn't amazing, but
no.
Just ask next question.
Do you think what it means to be a good wife or a good husband has changed over time?
Ooh. I think so. I think it's changed.
What did it mean before? What did it mean before to be a good husband?
I thought me being a good husband early on was you being happy. Like that was it. Like as long as she's happy, she's pleased, she's good, then I'm doing a good job. Mm-hmm. Now it's not about that. It's about like just today. You know what I'm saying? Like meeting your needs today, making sure my needs are met today. Like I'm not thinking about like pleasing you all the time. You know what I mean? But it's just like being there for you, being available. Mm-hmm. I think. What about you? I'm very practical, guys. You guys probably look, some of y'all, it's not a lot of romance when I be talking. but it's very logical. So forgive me if you watched Disney Channel when you grew up. Go ahead.
Or soap operas.
Yeah, soap operas, yeah. Lifetime.
Because, yeah, I think when I first got married, I thought like, oh, my husband's supposed to be my buddy. He's supposed to help provide for the house. I didn't necessarily think he was supposed to be the main provider or the one providing all the things. Spiritual leader in the house, all of that. And I think that as time has grown or as time has gone on, I feel like in order to be a good spouse, that you have to be willing to change and grow with the other person, which makes you more emotionally available. And I'm more so thinking about it in terms of our therapy journey, like the fact that you're willing to show up every other week and we go, like we just dive into our relationship, like we are willing to invest in our relationship in that way. And so I know that there are a lot of people who are not necessarily willing to do that. And I don't know. I feel like being a good spouse means that you're continually willing to show up for moments like that, that provide growth opportunities. All right. How have you felt that finances have affected our marriage over time?
It was my leading thing in the beginning. I used to, we got debt. We ain't going nowhere, ever. Vacation, no.
We traveled very little in the first few years of marriage as a result of finances.
Debt. I think it's definitely been a main character in our marriage.
What do you still want us to achieve as a couple?
I want to get gray hair. I want to grow old with you,
I am looking forward to it.
I'm like, I want that. I want that so bad. And the crazy thing is, as a black man, I don't know if I'm going to get it.
You will be.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you feel me though.
Mm-hmm.
Just recent events, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to make it that long. Mm-hmm. Or I have no idea. Mm-hmm. And so that's just kind of sad to think about, but I hope that we can grow old together.
Yeah. I think in that I want us to be old and our children still want to be around.
Yeah.
Not only them, but their spouses. I want us to be empty nesters whose kids never leave.
I want to play.
But they have their own houses, but they come often and just to be around us,
I want to have an empty house and I want to play Nerf gun fight. And every time you get shot, you got to remove an article of clothing.
You would. That sounds fun.
That's a fire game.
Actually, no, it's not a fire game because
I'd
be
you be naked,
and then my boobs be getting shot with the daggone Nerf gun.
You be
bullet.
naked, I'd be in the closet hiding,
oh my
fully
gosh.
clothed.
What is the hardest thing we've overcome in our marriage?
Oh.
Do you think it's been sex?
I think it's the sex thing. I think sex was the I was like, Lord, whatever. This is how you put us, then fine. This is how you want to play it, then fine. I think sex was the biggest thing.
I would agree.
Okay.
I would agree. What has been the most memorable day of our marriage? The most memorable day? It has to be a day of our marriage.
Of our marriage?
This might sound really bad.
I already know mine.
What's yours?
Let's say it on count of three.
1, 2, 3.
Anaya's
birthday.
It was Anaya's birth for me.
Why Anaya's birth?
It was the first home birth. The house was peaceful. Uriah was activated. Theo was everybody was aware. It was one of the best days of my life, I think.
Oh my gosh, that is the sweetest thing. I hope she hears this one day.
And not because
My heart
I don't love any of the other kids.
No, it was just the experience.
The experience was the
Almost
best
definitely.
experience I've ever. I will never forget that day.
Yeah.
I remember who was at the house that day. I remember what time. I remember when your water broke. I remember sitting down talking to the kids. We have it all on camera, but I remember it all.
Mm-hmm.
I remember not even a bird chirping during your contractions.
I was gonna say there were birds chirping though,
But they stopped for you to. It's like they were all waiting for you. It was incredible.
Oh, I don't remember that. That makes me want to cry.
Yeah, it was incredible.
I was gonna say Uzi's birth. I think that was a really defining point in like my perspective of my relationship with you, because I feel like up to that point you were someone who I like saw as a great source of strength. And that day, I feel like the Lord reminded me of who my true source of strength was, and that was him. Like, it was a bummer that you weren't there, but I feel like how I saw you changed in a way that was healthy. So I feel like that was memorable.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily fun, but it's memorable.
Yeah.
Okay. What ideas do you have for us to keep the romance alive in our relationship?
It's all nasty.
Okay. What do you have any other ideas? It's the squint. It's the way your eyes squint.
Let me think. Romance.
I have ideas.
I have a couple. I think we can learn how to cook dishes together. Yes. Like sushi. You had that idea?
I had that idea.
And then I think we should do some dancing classes together.
What the hell? These are all my ideas. You are a thief. I've been saying this.
Yeah.
That is hilarious, Glen David.
I just want to,
You just want to
What kind of dancing do you want to do? Because you have told them to tell me to take you dancing, and everybody did, and I never did.
I know.
Yeah. And the main point was because we didn't find any childcare. But we're going to get...
No, we have plenty of childcare. Don't even. We didn't look into it.
We didn't then. So I think those are two things that we can do. Okay, so we do one of your things, and then we do nasty thing.
Babe.
Okay.
So my idea... So those are things I've been telling you I want to do. Those are not my ideas to keep the romance alive. My idea is actually your idea.
What is it? Doing your hair?
No, oh yeah, that's super sweet. But you know how you used to be like, we should go away one weekend every month. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, I am all aboard the train. Let's go.
Yeah.
Because yes.
So a goal of mine is to take a vacation, small vacation a month. And I know you're like, what? But yeah, really, like I think we need to get away, because as much as we do together, working together, I think we can turn into co-workers more than lovers. Mm-hmm. And I think that I would love to have more time with that. So I think maybe once every other month to start would be cool. And then we turn it into every month thing. And I think the kids will respect that eventually.
Oh, I think our kids appreciate the fact. I think they appreciate it more than we give them credit for. What do you wish we could go back and tell ourselves before we got married?
So much.
I wish I could have talked to myself about sex.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, I wish that I could go, with the knowledge I have now, I could go back and tell myself about sex.
Mm-hmm.
That I should be able to enjoy it, and it's not a duty that is performed for my husband. It is a duty that is mutually beneficial for all of us.
It's not even a duty.
It's not even a duty. It's a activity.
It's just like you eat.
Ooh.
You eat, you sleep, you have sex. That's what I think.
Tell him, babe.
All right. I'm telling you. This is a message for you. So I would go back and tell myself to, spend more money on our relationship, just getting away, spending more time together, experiencing more things, to not follow other men so closely, to not try to prove yourself to individuals outside your marriage, to, I think I would like to go back and tell you something about boundaries. I think we would talk about that. I'd be like, hey, look, this is the older him. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you would go back and want to tell the younger me?
Go to therapy.
Ooh.
I think that your mommy issues, like...
Dang.
I mean, we all have mommy and daddy issues, but I think, like, it impacted our...
My mom listens to this.
I just learned this. Sorry, Miss Sharon. But, okay, I think that your expectations of me, even though you said you had very low expectations or whatever, were shaped by your relationship with your mom. Mm-hmm. And we came to discover that in our sessions early on in couples therapy, which is why you ended up in individual therapy. But
if I could take that whole question back, I would. Goodness gracious.
You opened the door. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right. How do you think we can communicate better during hard times?
We can communicate. I shut down. And avoid. Part of it is a defense mechanism. Part of it is a really smart tactic, because I know that I have a propensity to over communicate and overwhelm you with my thoughts and perspectives. And so I don't know how to say nothing. I don't know how to say I'm upset, but I love you well.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't know how to do that. And I'd be like, just back up. Because what during those hard times, what I feel is at risk and at stake is my security and my safety. So in order to stay safe, I want to keep you away from me. You know what I'm saying? And that is probably a trauma response. But yeah, that's probably, but I think there's something that we could do. E.T. and his wife, Dee Dee, she says that when they argue, the only time they can argue is when they're in the bed, both under the covers, laying under the covers, and they have to talk under the covers.
Wait, what? Like the cover over their head, or just under
no, just under the covers. Like they have to be in bed.
Why?
They do it. Because it's I don't know why, but I think it's because like it's hard to like be like aggressive or defensive when you're like laying down next to somebody.
I'd fall asleep.
Facts. I don't know.
I would fall asleep.
Shout out to
I don't know how we can communicate better, like how I can personally communicate. I agree with your answer for yourself, but I don't really have one for myself because...
Because what?
I don't know.
You give up quick. We start talking and you give up quick. Right?
I am not giving up. I'm just listening and taking in.
No, you be giving up, babe. You do it in therapy sometimes. You'll be like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's exactly how it goes.
How can I can stop saying I don't know.
No, see, I don't like that you're not answering this question because it makes it seem like you don't have a problem communicating. And the truth is, you got a problem communicating.
Tell me about myself.
No, babe, I want you to tell you about yourself.
No, tell me about myself, seriously.
No, I want you to tell.
You're on the receiving end of the communication, so therefore, you need to tell me about myself.
No, I don't. I feel like you are capable of telling yourself.
I really don't think, like, I'm trying to think, how can we better, okay, how do you think we can better communicate better during hard times? How do you think how do I think I can communicate better during hard times? Define hard times.
Babe, what are you talking about? Because I don't like this because it makes it seem like you don't have an issue and there's no way for you to grow here.
I'm not saying that I don't have an issue. I'm just saying, like, what can I do? I don't know.
That's a problem.
Tell me.
Well, I don't want to, because it's going to seem like I'm jumping on you.
Go ahead, jump on me. Jump on me.
There's too many witnesses.
I need help, babe. I need help seeing. And I think sometimes the spouse is the person that's supposed to help us see ourselves.
Okay, so I think that you have, sometimes you're oblivious, right? You don't necessarily know that you're doing something, and I'm trying to explain to you. And then when I explain to you, it's like, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is not valuable. Mm-hmm. So it makes me feel like I'm not valuable, right? Mm. There's also like
So what can I do better in that situation, in that scenario?
Well, I think
how can I respond better? Because a lot of times I am oblivious.
I just think trusting me that I know what I want from myself or the situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like believing me instead of having, because most of the time it's like you're oblivious until it's your turn. And then you understand exactly how it feels. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're squinting like you don't know what I'm talking about.
You squinted too.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to communicate here. You're like joking.
No, I'm not joking. I'm just saying. I'm trying to think of an example of like when it's my turn.
And this right here is exactly what I'm talking about. How it's like I'm trying to explain to you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And what right now I'm responding in a way that's like, what, dismissive?
Like yeah.
Oh, I'm not trying to be dismissive.
Oh, okay.
Oof. Okay, I don't know how to respond. How could I respond better?
Yeah, you need, I don't know. But whatever this is right here, dude, you should put this in your pocket. Because you're going to have to ask your therapist about that.
All right, I'll say
that whole exchange was like, I was talking to an alien. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to explain it to you.
Maybe we should bring it up in couples therapy, not my therapist.
So how do you think we can communicate better during hard times, right? Mm. So if I know that, like, because the thing is with me, when I'm trying to communicate during hard times, I'm trying to explain to you how I feel, and I'm trying to get you to understand my perspective.
Yes.
You are having a hard time understanding my perspective. Is that true?
Sometimes. Right?
And so you also have a perspective that you don't speak on. And then when I speak on my perspective, you get so irritated that I'm speaking on my perspective because you never spoke on yours. And then it's my fault that you never said anything. Uh-huh. Right?
That's true. I agree with you. I think that is a very true thing. That whenever Glenn brings up stuff in our relationship, I'm always like, I like look at him like, how dare you bring this up when I have all these other things that I could bring up right now?
Yeah.
And it's not his fault that I never bring those things up. Like, he is the one that communicates if something is bothering him, and I just don't.
Yeah.
And then when he does, all the receipts start to like come back to my memory, and I'm like, oh, heck no. You need to.
And it's not like receipts, because you say I keep receipts, and I do keep receipts. I can come and be like, look, man, on the 4th of December, this happened, such. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you will come back with like, it'll be like an audit, like from taxes, like the IRS.
Yeah.
Where is this document? And what about this time when you did this? And you do this all the time. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
that's exactly how it goes.
Yeah. And so I'm like, well, even though I did all that stuff, this is still true right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so I think I don't know how to fix that though.
I think that's a me thing. And I actually, and it's crazy that you say that, because recently we've had some things come up and I just put notes. Like, I created a note in my phone, like, bring this up, Yvette. And I just didn't. I didn't bring it up because it just seems kind of like, eh. Like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like you choose your battles. And it's like, can you get over this? You know?
But if you bring it up later, you never got over it.
Not, yeah.
Because the truth is, it's like.
But I'm writing them down as a note to bring it up to you in real time, but then I just haven't gotten back to it.
Do you think I have a problem receiving it?
I don't necessarily think it's that you have a problem receiving it. I just think that it's the emotional energy required to like go there. I don't have it. I'm tired.
Yeah.
There's too much on my plate, and it's kind of like, just overcome it, Yvette.
That's so sad.
But
no one needs you to do that.
I know. And I really, like, honestly, genuinely, like, this is a real thing. I am trying to get to a place, like, even after this weekend, spending some time reflecting, where I am better able to communicate my needs and the things that frustrate me about in some of my relationships. Mm-hmm. Because I do think that a lot of times I let a lot of things go. And a part of protecting my boundaries and like being better with that is to communicate, hey, that's not okay. Or, hey, could you honor me in this way? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's not just my relationship with you. It's in other relationships that I have lately that I've just been like, ugh, people, get it together.
Yeah.
It's always them, not me. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, I understand that. Yeah. And I think I would benefit from knowing how to serve you better. And knowing what your expectations are, and also it might be a little bit of like, there's a little bit of mind reading expected.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like I keep thinking about that, but the thing about me is that, especially when it comes to you in particular, is I don't be wanting to ask you for stuff. Like not because when I ask you for stuff it goes awry or anything, but it's just.
Ari? Awry? Array? What are you saying? What's the word? Ari?
Ari, isn't that a word? Let's look it up real quick.
I'm sorry. I just never heard that word before. That's my 950 on the SATs coming right to us right now.
Away from the appropriate, planned, or expected
Ari.
course.
Okay. I'm sorry,
Is
y'all.
that how you say it?
We got a lot of college graduates on this.
How do you pronounce it? Let's see how you pronounce it.
Or looking at how to pronounce these words, as well as how to say more interesting but often confusing words in English. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel. How do you say it? Awry. Stress on that second syllable.
Awry.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
This guy's, what the heck?
Yeah.
He's got 470,000 subscribers.
Babe, stay focused.
I'm just saying, like, this.
All right. Okay.
That's a really smart YouTube channel to have words and just pronounce them and then talk. That is a really good one.
Yeah, babe.
All right.
But did you remember your point?
Awry.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not a matter of me thinking that if I express my, like, whenever I ask you something that you're going to just whatever. It's more so I don't know if I should expect it of you or if I'm asking too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me figure that out.
I know. But then I don't want to get to the point where I'm like the dripping faucet and it's like, she's always asking me for something, you know?
I mean, what do you mean though? Like what kind of stuff are you talking about?
Do you really want to go there?
Yeah, I want to know what you mean.
Okay. So one of the things I have in my note.
Uh-oh.
The other day, you knew we had a shoot in the morning. And you like didn't wake up early to like help get people ready. The it's an NDA, right? Or no, because the content hasn't been out.
Oh, okay.
Bataquitos Lagoon. I just like it's not even just that particular instance. It's just a matter of, hey, you are aware of what's happening and you're not necessarily doing anything to help me with getting us out of the house. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, what? Like the least you could do is wake up early and be completely ready yourself so that if I say, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Then we don't you help me with that. And then we don't have to wait for you to get ready on top of all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it's just one of those things. It's just kind of like,
That's okay for you to say.
I know it's okay for me to say, but it also feels like nagging and like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'll be sleeping in sometimes. I'll be tired.
I know, but it's kind of like, stop whatever it is you're doing the night before and go to sleep.
Yeah,
with me.
I know.
Have an energy drink by your bed.
Yeah, that's good. I don't think that's inappropriate for you to bring up.
Yeah, I know. I know, and that's the thing. It's like little things. It's like a bunch of little things that I know that it could tweak and make my life a little bit easier, but it also feels like I'm nagging. But like I said, in my reflections, because this weekend I went to MomCon, and one of the things sessions I went into was like self-care. And I think a lot of people think that self-care is, a stay at the spa or this or that. But I don't think self-care has to cost. I think self-care is one of those things where I communicate a need like that to my husband or to whomever in order for things to just run a little bit more smoothly, or rhythms to be established that help with the flow of the home. And for some reason, I have spent all the time up to now thinking, I don't know, because I already know how much you have on your plate, and I know that sleep is a luxury that not all of us get to enjoy. And so I don't want to take that away from you.
Yeah, I mean, but it is a shoot that I needed to do. So, yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah, okay. All right, what's next? But I think,
You think what?
That was a good conversation, I feel, about communicating. We probably need to dive in, because that's something that people have been asking us about, communication. I should have set my alarm and been up early, but it's also okay if you wake me up.
Oof.
Like if you're like, bro, you overslept, get up. Because I did not have an alarm clock set. Do you have a problem with waking me up?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It feels rude.
There are times when you wake me up for things that I don't want you to wake me up for. It feels rude to wake me up if I'm
I don't know.
overslept.
Or maybe it's just me like wanting to be able to be justified in my like
Anger?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh man.
I know I have issues. I'm sorry.
I think you know what I'm saying, it's my responsibility to wake up on time. You know what I'm saying? I totally take that. But I think it's if I'm oversleeping, if I'm like missed the alarm or whatever, or snooze like I did today, when Anaya had to get up and go potty a few times, and I was supposed to wake her up, and I didn't. I snoozed the alarm, and she ended up.
Oh no! Do her sheets need to be put in the dryer?
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's okay if you do that, but okay.
You're so disturbed.
Yeah, because I feel like now it's like, all right, I can't depend on you to help me if I'm like oversleeping.
Now, if you're oversleep, like I woke you up the other day when it was time for you to go running in the morning, and you're like, oh, he canceled.
Yeah.
Like I do wake you up when you need to be somewhere, but I try not to wake you up to help me.
Yeah. I feel like it's better. I'd rather you wake me up and me be like irritated than you to be mad that I'm sleeping.
I don't even know if it's mad or if I'm jealous. You know what I mean? Like, I just be jealous. Like, you're about to go out of town tomorrow, and you're just going out of town tomorrow.
And so what does that mean? You're jealous that I'm going out of town? You were just away for the whole weekend.
But before I left out of town, there was a lot of things I had to do outside of packing to go out of town. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like...
Well, there's not... I'm not just leaving because I am like...
I know. It's work. Wait, because what? What are you saying?
Well, like, there's still employees that are going to be here that need to get stuff done, and I have to manage that stuff for them. I am going to be working. I have a meeting with them people. You know what I'm saying? Jordan's coming with me. I didn't tell you that.
I heard from Jordan.
Yeah, he's coming with me. We're going to be shooting stuff there. So I understand. Though. But you're jealous. Next question. Why are you jealous of your husband?
It does not say that.
Yeah, I think we probably can have a therapy session on this because I think there's a discipline that I'm missing, and I would say that if I could wake up early, it would totally change my life.
I agree with my own life. Yeah.
If I could wake up 4 in the morning and like have like time and focus and all that stuff, it would completely change my life. I just have not activated the part of my brain that says, deactivated the part of my brain that says, hey, bro, you worked all day. Now at nighttime is your time to chill and scroll or watch or do whatever you want to do. But really, that is what's keeping me from getting to the next level, 100%. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. And so I'm not even really ready to commit to that because I know it's calling me to. But anyway.
I agree. I know that I need to wake up early as well. Earlier.
In what areas do you feel like I could honor you more? Waking up early. Okay, so were you jealous this morning?
What happened this morning?
I was sleeping.
This morning was an example of it. I was like, he knew I wasn't going to have help in this morning. So why didn't he just wake up to be my help? I had to make lunches. I had to make breakfast. I had to pack backpacks. And the thing is, too, is like the way I think about it as well is like, oh, Yvette, you could have done that last night. Why didn't you do that last night? You know what I mean?
Because you're at
like,
book club.
I put it on myself, too. And because I was having sex.
Yeah. We were having sex.
Yeah.
You made it seem like I wasn't there.
But you said because I was at book club. But yeah, after book club, I came home and had sex with my husband.
Well, yeah, but if you wouldn't have told the story so long.
Damn.
No, seriously, real talk.
I'm done.
Real talk. No, real talk. Look.
We got to get rid of these chairs.
You keep saying that.
Okay.
But
like, yeah, I feel distant.
okay. So
let's love each other.
Okay.
Through hard times.
That was so awkward.
It was.
So listen, what I'm saying is, okay, so yeah. And so last night.
And then last night you didn't have the kids take a bath.
Babe.
I know it wasn't you, but like when they told you, you were like, nah, y'all are going to bed. But like that would have been super helpful for them to like have taken a shower last night. I understand.
Well, I made sure they showered this morning. I changed their nice sheets and Uzi sheets. I hope you get out of the house. I just didn't do it when you wanted me to do it. Or I just need, to me, so right now, what would be great for our communication is if you tell me exactly what you want me to do on mornings when the kids are leaving for school. Because right now, I know if I ask you, you're going to be like, nothing.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like this morning, I was thinking about it as I was like in the midst of my feelings.
And I thought I was killing it this morning.
You did a great job. And I was grateful for what you did do. But I'm just saying, like, this morning I was thinking about it. And I was like, I was cutting the black stuff off of Theo's turkey, making his sandwiches. And I said, this is some BS. Like, these children need to be making their own lunches. So shut up. I don't even want to hear you say anything. Glen's been saying that the kids should make their own lunches forever. So
Not
what I was
only
thinking,
that, but last year while you were gone, I taught them how to make their own lunches so they didn't have to do it.
He like taught them.
Yeah, I taught them. And what you make is what you're going to eat. And if you have a busted sandwich that looked like somebody chewed on it.
Or if you're still hungry because
that's your fault.
They just think it's a sandwich and done.
That's your fault.
But anywho, I was thinking like, okay, I have to establish a rhythm where they on Monday night and Wednesday night are making their lunches for the following day. Because like, it's just like I'm doing entirely too much. And my problem is that I'm not delegating and communicating my needs. And so like these are the conversations I'm having in my head when I'm like, I should wake him up. But at the same time, like it's my fault that I am here right now. Like honestly, I should have told what's her face that it's not a good morning for you not to come in. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
You should be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't say no. I said, of course, because I'm a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I'm saying, like, I would love to help you in a way. But I think when I help you, I also help you like I help you. So It's like, look, it's not going to look the way you want it to look.
Yeah.
However, it's still going to get done. And eventually
Or sound like it. Because I'm like, on the morning that the kids have school, we used kind words.
What did I say? What did I say?
You were kind of like fussing at somebody. I didn't know what you were at, but I was like, oh, Lord, come on now. Just let them be.
We use kind words?
We use kind words. We don't try to start their mornings off like fussing at them. Unless it's necessary.
Yeah,
I wasn't up there. I didn't see, but I was just kind of like, oh, man.
Yeah, and I didn't see nothing wrong with nothing that happened this morning. I thought it was perfectly executed.
Mm-hmm. You did a great job. I appreciate you.
And so, look, Theo's texting you. So, so I don't even know. And that's the thing. Is like if I help you, I'm gonna help you, but I'm gonna help you and make it also like put it on them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I need to do better at that.
Yeah, we have parenting differences. A lot of people get that question a lot. What happens when you guys don't align on your parenting, right? And I think that it's a wiggle room. Like if Yvette needs more room to like be mom, then I'll give her that room. Mm-hmm. And Yvette doesn't step on my toes like in the action. Like when I'm kind of like, hey man, what the heck? Like Yvette doesn't say
inside.
nothing. Yeah, she just kind of mumbles and she just keeps it moving and starts going.
Yikes!
She starts singing like hymns. Like slave hymns. And I'm like, what is going on here? I didn't realize that's what was happening. But nah, man. But that's the thing is like, we don't parent the same, but I also think we get different results.
But at the same time, I've been thinking about this a lot. I feel like we need to have a renegotiation of terms as far as our parenting is concerned. Like we need to come and have a conference meeting or something that's like, okay, what is really going on here? Because we have been having some differences lately.
I'm oblivious. I think you've been having differences, and I have not said it. I haven't
said anything.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to, but I'm a little nervous because it's kind of like, what do you have in there?
It's not even so much that there is differences. It's just that like, hey, yeah, we'll talk off camera.
Wow. All right. Beleaf for Fatherhood is about to need to get a facelift up in here. Okay.
And
No.
How married are you, babe?
I'm so married that while you were gone,
since you've been gone,
to MomCon.
I can't be.
Please stop. What? Yeah, since you were gone at MomCon this weekend, so much happened at the house, and
it did. You poor thing.
Yeah, and I didn't let you feel it.
Wait, that's how married you are?
What? What you mean, man? I didn't like put it on you. Like I didn't make you feel bad for leaving.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What is that? You don't appreciate?
I feel like the how married are you is supposed to be like something you did for the other person.
It is, because I could have been like, you won't believe what happened. Such and such and such and such and such and such.
True.
You won't believe what I'm going through.
I did.
And then you would have felt on top of what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're true. You're right, babe. Thank you. I appreciate that.
How married are you? I'm this married. It's not about you. It's about me. And encourage myself real quick.
Wait, what?
No, because you try to make it seem like you have to approve of my how married are you.
No. I just want to make sure you're doing it right.
See? Yo, we got issues, man. It's so crazy.
Oh.
How married are you, babe? You're getting on my nerves. Say something.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
What the heck?
I'm so married that I have not plucked your gray hair out of here.
You don't like it.
It's like, why, babe? It's just one thing and it's so bright.
I told you that. It's so frustrating.
So why not just take it out? Just
Is
take
it right
out.
here?
Yeah, nope. It's right here.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't understand why you're letting it just be there.
What do you want me to do with it?
Just pluck it. Because it's just one. If it was like more than
It
one.
looks like I'm drooling. And I got like something in my beard. I keep
yeah,
wiping it.
it's like, it's there. It's there.
That is not a how married are you?
See? Now who's not approving of
No,
their
but think
how
about
married?
it. Like, you're not accepting me for who I am.
No,
What if
I
you, what
am
if I said,
accepting you for who you are. That's what I'm saying. I haven't plugged it and I haven't asked you to plug it.
okay, so what if there was something growing on your body and I said, I'm so married I haven't cut it off yet?
What would you cut off? My boob?
Mustache.
And that's just how married we are.